everyone. I'm going to be talking to you about comic books, DC, and Marvel. The history behind the names, the most notable characters, and their first comic book appearances, and where you can still find these comic books today. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, pulp writer Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson founded National Allied Publications in 1934. In 1937, became known as Detective Comics Incorporated, with addition of two partners, Harry Donfield and Jack Leibowitz. In 1940s, a new company arose called National Periodical Publications, NPP, and in 1969, NPP was purchased by Warner Brothers 7 Arts and was known as DC Comics, but did not adopt the name until 1977. Heroes of DC. DC introduced many superheroes throughout the golden age of comics, most notably in 1938, Superman was first featured in Action Comics #1. During the Golden Age era of comics, modern comic books were published rapidly and increased in popularity. Superman's popularity and success led comic book creators to want to reach a level of success with their very own characters. In 1939, Batman first featured in Detective Comics #27. In 1940, The Flash first featured in Flash Comics #1. In 1940, Green Lantern first featured in All-American Comics #16. In 1941, Wonder Woman first featured in All-Star Comics #8. History of the Marvel name. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, pulp magazine publisher Martin Goodman founded Timely Comics in 1939. In 1951, Goodman created his own distribution company, and Timely Comics became known as Atlas Magazines. In 1960, Atlas changed its name to Marvel Comics. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Marvel wanted their characters to be original by having them interact with each other in a realistic fashion, often having the heroes fighting or arguing with each other. The heroes of Marvel. In 1941, Captain America first featured in Captain America Comics #1. Marvel featured some of their superheroes fighting Japanese and Nazi soldiers around World War II. In 1961, the Fantastic Four was created, which included Invisible Girl, Human Torch, The Thing, and Mr. Fantastic, and first featured in Fantastic Four #1. In 1962, Spider-Man first featured in Amazing Fantasy #15. In 1962, The Incredible Hulk first featured in The Incredible Hulk #1. In 1963, the X-Men was created, which included Professor X, Angel, Beast, Cyclops, Iceman, Magneto, Marvel Girl, and Uncanny X-Men #1. You can still find these comic books today. Today, DC and Marvel comic books kept in mint condition are valuable and increase in value over time. You could still find comic books in old antique thrift stores and eBay. I recently went to a few antique stores where I found hundreds of comic books where I found hundreds of comic books in their original condition for about $3 to $20. On eBay, you will find the original prints of heroes' first appearances going for anywhere between $15, $100, $5,000, and even $1 million. To most comic book investors, they will need to part with their collection to sell. However, to most collectors, this may be a hard thing, as the comic books hold an emotional value. In this picture, you'll see Action Comics. You'll see Action Comics #1, where Superman was first featured, is on eBay for $5,000. Here you will see a listing on eBay for the first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics for $925,000, almost $1 million. Here you'll see a picture I took at the antique store of Fantastic Four and X-Men. So here's X-Men, Fantastic Four. These rare editions are kept behind a glass with a lock and were priced at $75 and $80. And in this video, you'll see me flipping through mint condition comics found at the antique store for about $3 to $10. And there's just different ones there. And in conclusion, we have learned the history behind the names DC and Marvel, the most notable heroes of DC and Marvel, when the heroes first appeared, and where you can still find the comic books today. And here's my works cited. Thank you.